Chapter 4. By the time the runs bell when we were at post were freezing with excitement. The sewing room table were half with beautiful dresses, and hoof and petticoats and stitches. But one thing was really weird. Professor was behaving us if she was the most amazing perfect princess ever. When I dropped my needles, she turned her lip to pick it up, and she threw it for me, and she kept saying how fabulous my dress was. Of course, thought Sarah thought Perfect was wonderful. Such a kind, thoughtful, generous girl, she said. I shall give you 20 tiara points right now. Perfect cursed it very well, but as she got on again, I'm almost sure I saw her wink at Florine. We finally managed to get away from Profeka at the once queen. And Charlotte immediately said, "What's going on?" "She's up to something," Katie said darkly. She was winking at Florine. I suppose she might have decided to try it and be good. Daisy said, "After all, Fairy G did give her a huge wearing at breakfast, but that was before she had to go at me and Sophia." Alice pointed out. Emily rubbed her nose. "It's very odd. Hey, what do you think the surprise is?" "I think it's some kind of outdoor party," Alice said. "That's white velvet really thick. But it's not cool outside." Daisy said, "The sun's shining. I suppose we'll have to wait and see." Emily sighed. Maybe Fairy G didn't. She said she had important business to see to, and she'd see us later. We spent the afternoon decorating our dresses. The Sarah had brought in basket of rainbow color hat and feather and ribbons. They looked various on the white dresses. And Bonzo's haunted little silk clothes is a kind of pastel colors, and Perfecta went on being amazingly perfect. She made me take the one and only bunch of pink silk clothes, and I know she wanted them really badly for herself because she absolutely snagged them out of the basket. She even helped me pin them onto the front of my dress. "There," she said. "Don't they look gorgeous?" They did, and I thanked Perfecta as sorry as I could, but my brain was doing smart crazy. Could Daisy possibly be right? Was Princess Perfecta really trying to be good? "Look, it's snowing!" Princess Maria was waving her arm in excitement, and I figured what Perfecta is dished to the window to look. Farah was right. Huge white snowflakes was tumbling from the sky, and the scenery was looking like a magical fairy palace. "But it's the wrong time of year," Princess Lisa said. "It can snow now." Dot Sarah laughed. "It can do whatever fairy tells it to do. Dear, have you seen the lake?" We stared and stared. The lake had frozen into a sparkling silver mirror. "Oh," Alice clapped her hand. "A skating party." Exactly, my dear," the Stella said. "A sparkling ice extravaganza. Now all of you finish your dresses and hang them on the rail. You're to go downstairs for an early supper and then come back to change and get ready. As you go outside, you will each be given skating boots and a muff, and there all that is just left for you to enjoy yourself." Chapter 5. I was the last to leave the sewing room. Everyone else tumbled out in the charging rush, but I waited behind. I made a decision. The Sarah asked me what was wrong. "Please," I said. I cursed it. "I like to surprise Princess Perfecta. I was hurried to her this morning, so would it be alright if I left her have the pink silk roses for her dresses? I know she'd like them." "That's what a sweetie girl you are," the Stella called. "Just the perfect plan for dear Perfecta. Of course, you may put the rose on her dress here. Let me help you." And she whipped out the needle and drew and stitched the rose into a Perfecta dresses. Just the way they've been on mine, Perfecta for Perfecta. She smiled, and I know she loved your dress, Sophia dear. So let's just give her a couple of extra little tricks, shall we? And she pinned and took and stitched. And in 2 minutes, Perfecta's dress was fair and gathered and looked exactly like mine. There, said the Chatera. The dear girl was so busy looking after you and your friend that she never took time to think about herself. She had such a lovely surprise, and she waved away down the stairs, and I went down to the dining hall. Of course, all of those rooms want to know what I've been doing. Honestly, Charlotte, and when I told you, you're just too nice, Sophia. Why should Professor have the rose and the prettiest dresses? She's only been good for one day. She's up to something, Katie added. She was horrible at breakfast, Emily said. Why are you being so nice to her? I shoved my feet. You think I'm so stupid? Alice shook her head. No, we won't. We're your friend, Daisy said. Well, I said slowly. I keep thinking about what I said at breakfast, about perfect princess think about other people themselves, and being kind even if Perfecta was horrible. That didn't mean I had to be horrible back. When supper was over, we went back to the same room, which was full of gear force air sitting on the table. Fairy G and the Stella were already looking wonderful grand as they stood in front of a array of beautiful winter ball gowns. What's up with Perfecta? Perfecta, Charlotte whispered in my ear. Does she know about her dress? Perfecta did very pink, and eyes were grinning. I don't think so, I said, and at that moment Fairy G held up at the first dresses. One very beautiful dress decorated with pink silk clothes. Tell me, who does this belong to? I put my hand. Please, Fairy G, they belong to Princess Perfecta. I took an extra deep breath, and I'd like to say I'm sorry I was horrid this morning, and hope she forgave me. There was a teeny amazed silence, and then Perfecta leapt to her feet. No, it's not. It's not my dress. It's Sophia's. Duchess Stella smiled a massive smile. Aha! But that's where you're wrong, Perfecta dear. Look, Sophia and I put the pink clothes on your dress as a surprise. This is Sophia's dress. She picked the next dress of the trail and lifted up, and we gasped. There was a huge black string like the way down the front. It looked dreadful. Nobody said anything. We were much too shocked. Fairy G looked grim and picked up the next dress, and it was covered in ink as well. And the next, in fact, the one and only dress without a mark on its Perfecta. Princess Perfecta, Fairy G said, and she looked at Perfecta in such a manifold way. Can you explain how the only dress without any wig is yours? Perfecta's face went a horrible green color, and she posted sharply. But it's not my dress, it is Sophia, isn't it, Florine? Florine nodded. Yes, and it proves she's girly. She spared all the other girl dresses, but she wouldn't spare her own. Fairy G stared at Florine, and she asked in total square voice, and why should Princess Sophia want to spare everyone else's dresses? Princess Florine? Because she's a show-off, Florine said indignantly. She thinks she's the best of everything. Perfecta said it sure will serve her jury were right if everyone had her for a change. Instead of, her voice died away, and she went bright red. You can just imagine the noise. Everybody was talking at once, and Fairy G had to swear up to her gorgeous eyes and brilliant before we were quiet. What? She boomed. Princess Perfecta and Princess Florine start to Queen Gorgeous study, and she hosts the two miserable princesses out. But then she stopped and beamed her inner screen. Oops, she said, I nearly forgot. She waved her hand, and at once every single ink then vanished. 3. There, she said. better than you. The Stella shook her head. I'm shook, she said, really shook. But now let's see how you look in groans. Chapter 6. The sparkling ice extravaganza was so lovely. Teeny eyes the light twin on every tree, and the silver frozen lake reflected the million of stars shining in the dark blue sky. Our ice skating boots were too snow white like our dresses, and our muffs were the softest white for next year, of course. Spring with shining pearls, a wonderful orchard was already playing on a silver bandstand, and the full moon shone above them. The music was gorgeous. We spun and we twirled, and when it came to the polka was very blue over the ice. And then our head teacher, Queen Gorina, came gliding out like a beautiful swan. She stared into the middle of us, and she music stopped as she held off her hand. I don't want to keep you from your fun, she told us, but I have a special offer to make. Earlier today, Princess Sophia was carried away by her desire to protect a friend from her unkind activities. I listened to say came from two other princesses here at the academy. Like any true princess, Sophia realized her mistake and did her best to think right. With the gift and the uprising, but sadly the two princes had already decided to take an unplanned event on Sophia from her outspoken opinion. That matter is now being dealt with. But I would very much like to reconsider. Here at the Sparkling Ice Extra Manor, Princess Sophia must exert excellent experiment of how to be a perfect princess, and I have award. Her 50 tiara point in no music plays, and King Governor gave me a delicious smile. And as I sank into my deep curiosity, she sailed away across the ice. And do you know what? I felt exactly as if I was sparking inside and out. And Alice and Charlotte and Emily and Daisy and Katie and I held hands to swing round and round. I really did believe that one day, I'd be a perfect princess and win my place in the Tiara Club. And you'll be there too. I just know you will. The end.